started.
Cepheid, like the variables. Okay, time for D4. It's the name of a type of variable star, Cepheid variables. Okay, we got a Nimzo-Indian, classical, or Rubinstein variation here. Classical is queen c2. G6, B6. Let's just put the knight out there. Sometimes I play F6 in response to B6. But this should be okay too. The idea with F6 is to build up a big center with a later E4, F3, sorry, F3. Got my 6s and my 3s backwards. Okay, so my knight is no longer pinned. His bishop is going nowhere. And I play queen c2, so I can take back without damaging my pawn structure. Oh, I should not do that because he can take on F3, of course, and damage my pawn structure on the king side. Oh, man. Well, we'll play with damaged pawns. Sometimes this gives you interesting possibilities, like maybe an attack on the G file here. The knight's needed to defend H7 at the moment, so he can't just move the knight out of the way simply. Cannot simply do that, but he could prepare that with H6, which should give me time to play king H1 and rook G1, maybe. Maybe I'll be okay. How about knight to E5 here instead of taking? Then if he takes a pawn, I take here with check, and take there with check. But then I have to then I would have to retreat the bishop, otherwise it would get trapped over there. So I don't think that's working. But now I could play knight e5 here. Knight e4. So knight e4, knight takes, bishop takes, queen here is a problem. So let's get in king h1, so rook g1 to g2 maybe. Threatening to take on h6 now because of the pin on g7. Okay, so he unpinned g7, so now it may be safe to bring a knight in. I don't know if this is too good because it helps his queen get in the game a bit. If he takes and I take, then he can play queen to h5. But I have rook g2, so it's not immediately fatal. And then I move this bishop out of the way and bring the other rook over. And I'm pretty sure I want to take with the bishop rather than a pawn, and should block my bishop. And we'll see what he does from here. Right now everything is defended and he's got 2 pieces attacking. He needs to get more pieces in the game. Maybe F5 is an idea. Yeah, the knight move, that's an idea. Okay, I wanted to get this bishop in the game anyway. So I need to defend, needed to defend d4. Now I can play rook to g1. Yeah. Okay, so let's take the knight so I don't sacrifice this pawn. He can play F5 here. I can't stop it. Might be a good move for him. Although it does open up this diagonal for the queen, so maybe F5. Yeah, and it also shuts down this diagonal. So after F5 I can take here. If he takes the bishop I can play queen to rook g7, queen g6. Is this going to be enough? It's certainly threatening looking threatening. Okay, so why don't I shut down this diagonal then? I'm sacrificing a pawn there, but to win that pawn he has to give up a piece. And so after the trades I'll get to take on g7. And he can take on e4 here, d4. Still, that's what I intended. So queen d4.
Check.
Queen check. Queen check here. I was just wondering which rook to interpose. I'm thinking maybe this rook. It gives my king an extra space to run to if I don't get mated. And it leaves me with a rook here. But this rook is pinned, so this rook is kind of useless. Yeah, that's trouble. So king to g1, rook takes, rook takes. It's okay, huh? Just have to unpin that pawn. Queen takes, rook takes. Oh, he's defending that with his king. Yeah, just loses a rook. Oh, man. So is there anything here? I have a pin on that file if I want it. No, I don't have a pin. Yeah, just try and open up a file, I mean a diagonal. His king is momentarily blocking the G file. Yeah, unfortunately his queen is covering this square. So maybe here. Basically trying to get my queen in near his king somewhere. So I can start delivering checks. If he takes, there's a check here, allows me to pick up a rook, and I'm back in the game, although down pawns. Both queens and pawns on the board, it's pretty... Oh yeah, so rook takes is a good reply. Because I still can't get my queen anywhere useful. He has a check here. King here, check here, king here. Then what?
Check.
Queen there, maybe. Check here, king here. Queen there. Yeah, king can keep running.
Check.
Yep.
Check.
Rook there. Okay, so this is cut off, right? So that's the only square.
Check.
Now if I come back this way, I'm getting mated, and now he has this, so I'll resign here. Okay, well, I'll do a postmortem on this as usual, and see you later. Bye.